Liz Truss is the gift that just keeps on giving. During her media round for promoting her new book, she's been having quite a few easy interviews, broadcasters wanting to tickle her tummy and give her a glowing review of the drivel that apparently is inside it. However, today somebody actually asked her if she'd like to apologise for crashing the economy and raising everybody's mortgages. Naturally, she doesn't want to. She doesn't want to accept any responsibility, and at some level she's kind of right, but not really. Her excuse is that it's a global problem. It's always global pressures, isn't it? And that mortgages and inflation did go up around the world. I mean, this is kind of true, but it was her disastrous mini-budget and unfunded tax cuts that exasperated the UK's problem. Sunak actually warned against her to do it in the leadership contest, but she ignored him.
Is to grip inflation. We cannot make it worse. Inflation is the enemy that makes everybody poorer. It erodes your savings. It erodes your living standards. It means that those of you that have mortgages will see your interest rates go up higher and higher. So I don't think the responsible thing to do right now is launch into some unfunded spree of borrowing and more debt. That will just make inflation worse. It will make the problem longer. Liz, we have to be honest. We have to be honest. But borrowing your way out of inflation isn't a plan. It's a fairy tale.
And so here she is, using that small nugget of slight truth to completely rewrite her history. Oh, and watch out towards the end, when the interviewer asks about the election. Watch how her face contorts as she forces the words Rishi Sunak out of her mouth.
Liz Truss, do you have an apology for the people whose mortgages went up so much during your time in office?
Well, I question the premise of what you're asking me, Ed, because the fact is mortgage rates have gone up across the world. The issues that I faced in office were issues of not being able to deliver the agenda I'd set out because of a deep resistance within the British economic establishment. But I think it's wrong to suggest that I'm responsible for British people paying higher mortgages. That is something that has happened in every country in the free world.
So even though mortgage rates did go up, you'd concede they went up very sharply during your time in office?
Well, they have gone up everywhere.
Yeah, but they went up
There was a global rise. There was a global rise in mortgage rates, and I think it's disingenuous to say that was as a result of the policies I pursued. Now, we had a specific issue with the gilt market, but that issue was driven by the actions of the Bank of England. And what frustrates me, Ed, is the fact that journalists like you are not asking those difficult questions of the Bank of England of what they did in autumn 2022.
Your actions.
Well, but what I'm saying is that the specific issues that caused the difficulties in the market were largely as a result of decisions made by the Governor of the Bank of England. I'm not saying that I got everything absolutely perfect in the way the policy was communicated, but what I am saying is I faced real resistance and actions by the Bank of England that undermined my policy and created the problems in the market.
So you're blaming the Bank of England governor, and then you're saying you didn't meet him, but now you're blaming the cabinet secretary for why you didn't meet him?
I'm being honest here. I'm saying maybe I shouldn't have listened to that advice at the time.
Obviously, it's a UK election year as well. Who do you want to win that election?
I want Conservatives to win.
OK, Rishi Sunak.
I want Rishi Sunak to win.
Instead of sorting his own house out, Sunak is more interested in promoting culture wars and wasting police time. The latest gimmick is with the sale of a house from 10 years ago. And if you want to know more about that, then you need to watch the video that's on screen now. Thanks for watching. Don't forget to hit that like button, and I'll see you next time.